Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump in the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in joining our community and helping us move a little bit further, consider becoming a member of our community. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. If you're interested in joining any of our campaigns, we have several open slots available. Just be sure to reach out to me and let me know, and you can do so by going through our Patreon. You can just message me on Patreon. You don't have to join it to message me. You can just message me, and then I'll just try to sit down with you and make sure we have an available slot that's suitable for you. But I believe that's going to be everything from me. Go ahead and tell us what happened last time, Sinclair.
So last time we were on the hot dog vendor's cousin's boat, going up to the river towards Tasoa, which is where we were told that one of the founders of that area would be able to smuggle us into the Empire. While traveling upriver, Argan had received a message via fire papers stating that Tilly was seen in Charis. And that is when the party looked at all of our collective maps and went, and where is that? We reached out to a lot of people that have experience traveling the world, but none of them knew as well. Argan finally sent a message over to Theo, and Theo was like, Charis is in Jorhas. Gave a rough estimate of where it's at, and then we decided to grab some sand from up there by Tasoa and used other sand to get back to Zadash. At Zadash, we went to the map maker to try to get a map of Jorhas. Found out we couldn't legally get one right now because of the war. But he did point us in the direction of a embassy of Dragonborn from Jarzith Kittrell, which is a developing town of Dragonborn that live in Jorhas, the southern part of Jorhas. We went up to the embassy. They treated us very nicely, showed us lots of relics of their culture, map of their area, and told us we could join them on the boat heading back to Jorhas. So we agreed to sail with them. We met the owner of a traveling circus entertainment who knew of Braska. I rendered aid to his crew that were not feeling so well because of the seasickness. And by doing so, because we were very friendly to this guy and his crew, they didn't rob us blind like they did everyone else. But they did use all the money that they did steal, tipping very well when we made port in Zarzith Kittrell at the Turtle Dragon restaurant, where we had good food, good eats. We've heard of a creature that we could use to get up through the canyon area, called a moorbounder, and I immediately wanted it as a companion because it would love me as long as I feed it. Sort of like Braska.
Not untrue.
So I went and purchased a mature moorbounder that I did successfully bond with, and then Capriccio turned us all into air as we traveled through the ravine and then up and over the mountain towards Charis. And it was when we came over the mountaintop that a image of a large bird above us with a man on top. And the first thing that came out of my mouth was, Tweety? And that's where we left off.
So, as you're looking up there, Sinclair and everybody else, you all recognize Dwayne. The giant who flies upon Tweety, the massive rock. He's high up in the sky, maybe a good 200, 300 feet or so, and seems to be circling past you all.
Can we do anything while we're in this form? Can we, talk?
I do not believe so, no. All you can do is spend 1 minute to get out of that form.
I'm not saying a
Do you
thing.
need to say anything?
I don't feel particularly compelled to say anything. I mean, we encountered him, so what?
So, he passes by you all for a second time and seems to look and notice the cloud with each of you.
I make my cloud wave, I guess, somehow?
Yeah, you can still move yourself. You are a living cloud who has statistics that I believe I messaged to you all, correct?
Not that I'm
No.
aware of.
No.
No?
Oh, well, when you're in this cloud form, you have the same hit points and stats as a living cloud kill.
The hell is that?
Oh, sorry.
Living.
Not...
Is it a living cloud kill? The monster?
No. It wasn't that one. I think it's Vampiric Mist is what I give you. Yes, Vampiric Mist. You have 30 hit points. You have your speed that is dictated by the actual spell. And then you have a 6 strength, a 16 dex, a 16 con, all of that fun jazz. So, as he circles by a second time, you all see he begins raising an axe into the air, and then he aims it through at each of you.
I'm just gonna motion that
Instantaneously, a massive bolt of lightning arcs out of his hand, striking where each of you are. I need each of you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
as the mist, right?
As the mist.
Oh.
You have your own proficiencies and such.
So do I use my dexterity saving throw then?
No,
No.
you use your proficiency or expertise if you have anything like that, but you are currently the mist.
Yeah, it has a +3, and we do get resistance to the damage type.
Okay, so I got a plus 8 then. Okay.
17.
18.
I'm just gonna roll mine and add 1.
Perfect.
Mine's
Can I-
actually worse.
Can I use evasion?
Sure, I'll allow that. So, Zurazar, Argan are
Yeah, I
the
failed that.
only Oh, wait, Broska, you have advantage because you see it coming.
Correct.
Okay, so the 3 of you are successful and everybody else fails. As this arc of lightning strikes through your entire group, it arcs around and starts cascading, exploding outwards where each of you are, and you take this damage into yourselves. That is going to be 75 points of lightning damage. Halved if you are successful, no damage if you're Zurazar.
Have because we have resistance as the vampiric mist.
Correct. Vampiric... Wait, no. You don't have that from the Vampiric Mist. Does your spell give them resistance to all damage?
It does.
Okay, then all of you have
wait.
resistance.
Wait,
Oh,
I
it-
give some minor resistance. Let me see real quick, actually.
As resistance to damage from non-magical weapons.
Yes,
Yeah, this is
from
fucking
non-magical
lightning.
weapons.
This
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do
yeah.
not.
I
Never
thought you
mind.
said we had
No.
the same statistics as the vampire.
No, you have the
which has
same
resistance.
stats and you have the same hit points. Those are the only things you have.
Oh, okay.
So, who falls out of their mist form?
Oh, that's gonna
Everybody-
be me.
Everybody but
Yeah,
Zurazar,
that's-
isn't it? Because even half puts us at over our 30 hit points.
Okay. Well then, everybody other than Zurazar, you begin falling down to the ground, where you land heavily.
Can I? How far is the drop?
Fuck.
The drop is, well, how high up you guys were sticking inside the forest line, floating, or over the forest line? Were y'all
think-
above the trees or in the trees?
I think we were above last time. 'Cause
Yeah,
it pretty sure we wasn't were if we had above.
Yeah.
reached the trees when we last departed, but
So,
I think we were above.
so can I do a reaction spell?
This is surprise round. You do not get any reactions.
Okay.
So if you're above the trees, that is going to be 80 feet of falling damage.
Well, I have my wings. So.
Right, but you
Yeah,
don't
it's
have
still
your
me.
reaction to, like, start actively flying with them. You're surprised, you know?
Zuzar just like turns horizontally, looked at everyone falling.
Alrighty.
I think I might be dead.
That'll be an additional 30 points of bludgeoning damage as you all fall down to the ground, landing in the smoldering pile where this explosion took place. You also watch as he comes flying downwards as well and lands heavily onto the ground, getting ready to attack you all again.
I thought Dwayne was cool with us.
Everybody, please roll me
Wait.
initiative.
Wait, so how much damage did we take total if we halved the damage?
If you have the 74,
Yes. So
39
37, 39.
Plus 30.
plus 30.
38.
So we gotta kill Dwayne.
Everybody, please roll me initiative. Holy fuck, I rolled good. Guys, I rolled good.
Oh, that never happens.
I know.
I'm almost dead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah, I'm getting there.
7. Keep in mind, Zurazar, you are stuck in cloud form. You can't do anything except cloud things right now.
I'm gonna
like,
burn.
That's
It takes a minute to
Seven.
leave it unless something kills you out of it, you know?
I'm gonna burn the recap
Go for it.
for advantage.
I'm over here just vibing as a cloud. Everyone else is just getting hurt. I don't know. Y'all are just not experiencing cloud drama like I am.
Alrighty. So, after you all take this hefty explosion of damage from him, Argon, you rotate over looking, and his eyes are completely whited over. You see cracks of his skin are currently arcing with electric energy all the way through him, and he looks exceptionally large for how he usually looks. You're first in combat.
Okay. What is this one? All right, so we are going to try
Sorry, I'm
and
moving.
cast. We're gonna try and cast slow
Okay, which saving throw is that? Wisdom?
wisdom.
Alrighty. 13 is a failure.
Yep.
Cast your spell over at him, and it seems to grab onto his being and courses all the way through it. All done?
Yep. I'm afraid that I'm in his range, so I'm gonna, I guess, stay where I'm at.
Alrighty. Now it's his turn. Seeing you cast a spell at him, he's going to take a hefty step towards you. And you watch as he reaches down and pulls out this massive great sword that is arcing with lightning all the way up and down the blade as he aims it down at you and slices. 28 to hit?
Yeah, that's a hit.
Alrighty, that is going to be 30 points of slashing damage and 10 points of lightning damage. Con save?
Yes.
DC is 20 to maintain concentration on this.
I'm gonna use my reaction to do Stone's Endurance and lower the damage by a d12.
Alrighty, so you take a total of 32 points of damage, and your DC is now 16. Oh, I was also supposed to roll a d6. That's not a d6. Oh,
It is a D6.
your thing rolled. I didn't see the d6. It's fine. 3. All right, 24. You maintain concentration on your spell, and you see him reaching backwards, getting ready to swipe a second time, but your slow spell is slowing him just a little bit too much. Sinclair, I should
He
also
gets a
mention to everybody
What?
that you are prone after falling.
That's half movement to get back up.
Yep, and you said he gets a save at the end of each of his turns.
He gets a save at the end of his turn.
24.
Yeah, because I already burned my reaction, so I can't do anything to stop it.
Alrighty.
Well, I guess technically it saved my life, so...
Yeah. Sinclair, half your movement to stand up.
Okay. Half my movement leaves me with 15 feet, which puts me here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get to him, so...
And from the strike he did, you know you are in melee with him.
Yeah. So, first things first, we're going to pop... Second wind.
Alrighty.
Second wind is this one. I heal.
Alrighty, you heal up 13.
Yep. Let me put that on me real quick. Plus 13. I am then going to action surge using the action to let me move 5 more feet.
Alrighty.
So that I'm actually able to strike him. And then I'm going to hit him with... Is Tweety somewhere around here or no?
Tweety is up in the sky.
Okay. I'm going to hit him with Green Flame Blade. This will have a new effect if it hits.
29 hits.
29. He will take the damage that you see there, and then he is ignited on fire because of the dragon mask for fire. Red dragon mask allows me, anytime I deal fire damage to a target, to set the target on fire.
Alrighty. It appears that your fire does not affect him that greatly, but he still takes it.
That's fine. He'll take fire damage at the start of every turn until he takes an action to put himself out. And that is all I can do because I can't strike twice when I use a cantrip.
Alrighty. Appreciate.
Okay, yeah. This is awkward. Let's see here. I am going to go ahead and start by casting a fairy fire on him.
And that is a dexterity saving throw?
It is, yes.
Failed! So all attacks against him are now at advantage.
Is mist form, by the way, concentration?
What?
No.
The spell Windwalk? No, it's not
Oh.
concentration.
So I'm just stuck as a fucking cloud.
Yup, until something knocks you out of it.
Correct. And it lasts 8 hours.
Or you
What's my
spend a minute.
What's my speed as a...
300 feet.
Okay.
You're fast as fuck.
Yeah.
I've got
Alrighty.
a stupid idea. We'll see how it works.
We'll see.
What I'm seeing on the tokens is not correct in terms of HP, right?
Yeah, it is.
Argon is not
Yeah.
like is Argon almost fucking dead?
Yeah.
He's a wizard, and he fell, and he took the hit,
Oh my,
and then he got attacked. Yeah.
oh my god, what is wrong with you?
I'm a wizard.
You
Oh,
took away his ability to have a reaction.
No, the DM did
I'm
that.
more surprised by Wardrobe.
Okay.
Portrait failed.
Um,
That's the only reason he's that low.
All right. I'm going to channel 5 charges of my bomb towards Argon, and that'll be a 5d6 for you, my friend. Not a lot, but you know.
That's more than double what I currently have. So.
That's a lot.
And I'm gonna do one of these.
Where'd you go?
One of
Somewhere.
these.
I did a move, and I moved.
Whee! All done?
Yes, all done.
Zurazar.
Okay. So I can't do anything really. So what I will do, I will take the dash action and I will spend 500 feet just to continue circling around this dude over and over and over and over and over again, and right in
Okay.
front of his face.
Roll
then
me a intimidation roll.
A
See if you
nuisance
can
check.
pull aggro.
Hey, wait. Oh, it's vampiric mists.
Yeah.
No.
So-
You use your own mental stats.
And
So-
then I will take my cunning action to disengage, and then go 100 feet up.
Okay. He seems really
yeah.
pissed off at you.
Wait,
All done?
He can take a reaction now, can he?
No, he
no,
disengaged.
I had cunning action. I could disengage.
Oh.
He's a rogue. He gets to do bullshit.
Just
Well
make
done.
it, just like make it a little like, cute little fairy fire tornado around his head.
Argon, did you see the thing about the temporary hit points?
I did. Thank you.
Oh,
That-
okay.
I think I might be able to survive an attack, maybe, but I'm gonna run away anyway. So.
All
Alright.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? I will move. Actually, I won't go 100 feet up. I will go. Let's say here.
Okay. Alrighty,
All right.
Braska.
All right, I'm gonna start off by throwing a rage.
Throwing a rage.
I'm gonna get into his face.
Alright, half movement for standing up.
Yeah, I still got an extra 5 feet that I haven't used.
Barbarian bullshit, yeah.
Yep.
And all of your attacks are at advantage because fairy fire.
Mhm.
You there, Braska? Braska. Damn, everybody's just AFKing today. Okay.
Lots of communication problems, I guess.
Yeah. We'll get there when we get there.
Yep, there
Oh,
it is.
there's an attack.
So 21 to hit. And a
21
32
hits.
to hit.
32 hits.
Does the necrotic actually affect him?
Yes, it does.
All right, you get 2 health back.
Let's go, Braska.
Now, added benefit because I am raging and he is next to me. The rest of y'all get disadvantage from his attacks, or
Yep.
you know what I mean.
Nice.
All done?
Yep.
Wardrum.
Yeah. So I cast a spell. I think. Wait, let me see.
I don't know. Do you?
Maybe I'm looking at. No. Okay. Sorry, I didn't. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna cast this. Where is it? Where'd it go? Mass Cure Wounds. Oh. 21 points to, well, I don't know where Capriccio is, but if he's within 30 feet of me, then
He is not.
I am not.
60 feet. Sorry.
It's 30. It's 60-foot range, but it's a 30-foot circle, so it's 30 feet in any direction. So that gets Argon, Bruska, and Sinclair and myself for whatever that is, 21 points.
Nice, and I get an extra 5 because of remarkable recovery. Plus 26. Thank you.
Nice. All done?
Yeah, because I get 2 attacks, but I can't do a spell and an attack, so...
Nope, that's the other character.
I know. So, movement... I'm going to stand up for half, so that's 5, 10, 15, and I'm moving towards Argon. That's not where I meant to be. There. I meant to... There. So I can help defend Argon.
Oh, Argon's leaving.
Argon!
That's okay. You can leave, but you got to leave after I protect you.
Argon stands up for half my movement, and then Argon misty steps, and then Argon moves the other 15 feet of movement he has. And then, since I can't cast a full spell, I will just firebolt him.
Go for it.
Is it advantage for everything?
All
Even
attacks.
ranged attacks?
Yup.
Okay.
Fairy Fire, good.
Yes, it is.
If they fail. 24 hits.
Nice.
Your 15 is halved, though, down to 8.
Okay.
All done?
That is my turn.
Alrighty. Zurazar. At the start of his turn, he points his sword over towards you and gives out this very loud whistle as now you remember the Vrak, which is now charging after you.
He takes 1 point of fire damage.
You all also notice, 1 fire damage, that the coursing lightning through his body seems to be bulbous and arcing out, but closing up some of his wounds as well. So first, we gotta get the Vrak out there.
Okay, I gotta stop that. Noted.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, what did I do?
Not you.
That's a fucky looking rock.
It's cute.
Oh, Tweety, what the hell happened to you?
I'm pretty sure that's a rock.
Oh,
rock.
that's why it was different. That makes sense.
I was about
Oh
to
my
say,
God.
did we just see the real-world effects of D&D meth?
Well,
Tweety was
that's what
actually-
happens when a big giant bird gets turned into a zombie bird.
Tweety was a demon all along.
Woody was never the same when Sylvester left.
I can see how you made that mistake, though. They are awfully close in names.
Oh, jeepers.
Hopefully you're near the ground.
Oh, I am. Don't worry.
Alrighty.
Aren't you also like 5 times faster than that thing?
Oh,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
fine.
you are. As the creature comes flying in towards you, it is going to reach out with its talons and attempt to grab onto you.
Like grabbing on thin air. That misses.
Not your AC, the AC of the vampiric mist.
Here it is.
13.
Can I shield? I can't cast spells, can I?
You can't cast
Nope.
spells in this form.
I mean, he's gonna grab air, so I mean, like.
Yeah, you're still resistant to this. Tweety is not magical. So 23 slashing damage halved.
So that is 12.
12.
Yeah.
We round up. Yep. And you are grappled, but you can't be grappled. Then it is going to attempt to talon swipe at you again.
That'll hit.
And
sure.
that'll be another 12. So
Still in mist
24, still in mist form, and then
You know what? I will. I'll uncanny dodge the other talent, and make it a 6 instead.
Ooh, okay, all right, and then beak.
Beak hits.
17 for 27 half down to 14. So
So
12 plus 6 is 18 plus 14 is 32.
just
So
that's
you
fine.
take 2 points of damage. And how high off the ground were you?
I was like 10 feet, so I was just like, wee, boom.
10 feet? All right, let's roll your fall damage.
Did our parties not take the damage that we took in mist form?
No.
Oh, because I subtracted the damage I took for when I was
No,
in
no,
mist
no,
form.
no. Your misform took 30 of it, and then you took the rest.
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah, 'cause
that's
I
why I
did
was
that
saying the
wrong.
That's
misform
what
had
I
it.
understood.
All right,
it
then
as.
you guys add 30 more hit points to yourselves.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is
Yeah, that helps a
this one
lot.
took 30. of
That
it.
makes a huge difference.
I already understood that, so I'm good where I am.
Good job.
Well, at
Fighters
least somebody-
understood.
At least somebody understood it.
Zilazar, as it swipes and pecks into you, you land on your back onto the ground, and the creature leans over top of you, and you see in its eyes there's little arcs of lightning, and there's something pulsating underneath all of its feathers as well. That's very different. So, that was Tweety. Now we have the Storm Giant. Braska hit him a couple of times. This is interesting. First off, D6. He does not recharge his lightning. Good. Fordrum has not hit him at all. Sinclair lit him on fire.
Yep.
All right, Sinclair. He's going to pull out his weapon and swipe at you. 31.
Disadvantage because Broska's there.
Yeah.
20.
Correct.
No.
Alrighty. Then
My mask gives me 21.
he is going to pick up a rock and
Uh-oh.
yeet it over at Capriccio.
Oh.
Oh. Wait,
At
Braska, is it
disadvantage.
on all creatures he attacks? Or all creatures he attacks within range
Uh,
of you? Roll the ability check.
Yeah.
Because that makes a huge difference right now.
Somebody's about to take a crit. Other than you.
Yeah,
Or
so
if it
yeah.
can't be frightened. He can be frightened. Okay, good. 31 to hit Capriccio. Good.
I mean, yeah.
That'll be 35 points of bludgeoning damage and 10 points of lightning damage. You need to give me a con save to maintain concentration on fairy fire. So
Okay.
that's 45 total damage. So the con save has to be 23.
That's not a 23.
It is not. Fairy fire drops. And that is his 2 attacks and Tweety's. Sinclair.
Oh, I don't like you healing from your damage, good sir. Just double check. If I use a spell slot for every 2 slots. So when it says every 2 slots above 3rd, that means at 5th it's only getting a +1 d8, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Spirit Shroud.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to make it necrotic since Braska seemed to regenerate.
Alright.
Um,
Please roll that in chat for us.
sure. Here's Spirit Shroud. It's a bonus action to cast.
Any attacks you make deal an extra d8 when you hit a
2d8?
creature. 2d8. Within 10 feet of you.
Oh.
Any creature of your choice that you can see that starts its turn within 10 feet of you has its movement speed reduced by 10 until the start of your next turn.
And any creature that takes damage from me while I have this affecting and it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Alrighty, go for it. You gotta hit him. No more advantage.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, we're just gonna try to hit him with the stick twice. I am going to burn Lore Keeper for the
Alrighty.
first one. So here is Lore Keepers.
30
30 to
hits.
hit. And then he will take, because I didn't actually have this turned on. Where is it?
Extra 2d8.
Extra 4 necrotic.
And he cannot heal.
Correct. And then we'll hit him normally for the last one.
That hits.
27. And then he'll take another 16.
Ooh, that's good.
necrotic.
Alright, all done?
And I just tell him, stop it. I thought we were friends.
As you
Then
can
you threw us out of town.
As you continue attacking him, you see the lightning arcing throughout all of his body, is attempting to seal it up, and a maddened look in his eyes.
Yep, I did that to you. What you gonna do about it?
Capriccio, your go.
Does Dwayne seem to be afflicted by something? And that's why he may be attacking us?
He didn't look like this last time you saw him. He looks maddened right now, and he hasn't talked at all, and he was very chatty.
Okay. Hmm. I kind of want to try something, but it's gonna be whiskey. But I'll try it either way. I'm going to move over here. I am going to heal myself a little bit. Let's go with that. Oh, where is it? Hello. Okay.
Alrighty.
That's spoopy.
That's a
but
really
okay.
bad word. You should have said bird.
And then I am going to take the dodge action.
So double disadvantage. Just kidding.
Alright, all done?
And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Zurazar.
Oh boy, I'm in a very precarious situation.
You are prone.
Cool. He just looks up, just looks quite just annoyed. He's just gonna wave at the rock. I'm just gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. You are now invisible.
And I'm gonna stand up. Gonna use my cunning action to disengage because I don't want to be taking chances.
Even with disadvantage? Alright.
Gonna mosey on. Where do I want to go? I got 15 feet. Make it count. Over here.
Alrighty. It seems to follow the rough area you were headed in.
Oh, I mean, can I have stealth then if I'm going away? Because I'm trying not to be seen.
So you either take the attack of opportunity by stealthing, or you do the disengage action and get no attacks of opportunity, but it knows roughly where you are. Still disadvantage on its attacks.
Even when I'm invisible?
Yeah, that's why it has disadvantage. You're invisible.
Right, but it knows where I'm going.
So, yes, because you are not stealthing, you're scurrying quickly away from it with a disengage. So it can hear perfectly fine. You get one or the other. Either the attack of opportunity, but you get to be stealthy after that, or you can disengage and it can try to track you down next turn. with disadvantage on its attacks.
I was hoping that it wouldn't know where I was going is the problem.
That's what stealth is, but you need to get the opportunity to stealth, you know?
I guess. I could also just stealth and then pretend that I moved away. Actually, that's an idea. Yeah, I'll stay where I am. I'll stealth.
Cast invisibility and stealth.
Yes.
All right. I will make it a percentile die to see if it steps on you, if you're doing that.
Well, what I was going to do was I was going to turn invisible, stealth, and I was going to toss it the rock to see if I could make a little noise.
You would need an additional action. You only have one cunning action.
All right, I'll take my chances. I'm a gambling man.
Take that percentile.
All right, 26 stealth?
Yeah.
Alrighty, and you're sticking right there?
If I don't move, it won't. If I don't move, then they'll just think I snuck away.
Maybe.
I will stay right where I am. What's the worst that could happen?
Percentile dial to the side. Alrighty, that's the end of your turn. Braska.
All right, I am going to do the Broska special.
Hit it till it's dead?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
16 misses?
Damn.
Just barely?
You rolled 3 2s in a row. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You forgot Fairy Fire was gone, too.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I just never turn that off.
So both of those miss? Uh-oh.
Yeah, so they do. Do I got anything else that I do? I don't.
Oh, this is gonna be...
I'm a one-trick pony.
Alrighty. For drum.
Yeah, okay. Do his eyes look like the characters that were possessed by those masks once upon a time?
Roll me a history check, Fortrum. His eyes resemble that of not the ones possessed by the masks, but of those Reaper-style creatures the Empire had created.
Right. That was going to be my next question. If it was mask or if it was like those Reaper people. Okay. Well, I'm not sure how this will work, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to try and dispel magic on him.
Okay.
But I'm going to try and cast it at 5th level.
All right.
So in theory, if it's under 5th level, it might be able to wipe it. Otherwise, I can roll a DC, spell check to see if it's over 5th.
So you're targeting the charm effect on him.
Yes.
Alrighty. Would you please be so kind as to roll me a wisdom check, Fordrum?
Wisdom check?
Not a saving throw, just a check.
Yep.
12. You feel your magic can reach out to something, and there's almost a flicker of energy behind the eyes, but whatever they put him under is more powerful than what you just did.
Oh, okay. I don't get to do the...
That was what the wisdom check was.
Yeah, your wisdom check is to oppose the level of magic.
Oh!
The level of
check.
magic is beyond a 5th to charm a storm giant.
Got it. And it's... Yeah. Okay. And it's also above 7th. So... Right?
No,
it's above 2nd.
No, if you don't hit the
it's 10 plus-
level, it's 10 plus the level. So
I got it. I thought it was 10 plus the level, but starting from 5th. So my bad.
no worries. You tried.
True.
And after you did that, his attention seems to snap over to you.
Okay.
All done?
Sure.
Argon.
So I was this what Fordham just did was my original plan for this turn, anyways.
Yeah.
Can I see that? Fordham tried and it's possible he just wasn't strong enough, or do I have no idea what happened?
You're aware that he just tried to spell magic. It's just whatever Fordham did wasn't powerful enough.
All right, I am going to cast a spell magic at 7th level.
Okay, please roll me an intelligence check.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Can I use whatchamacallit?
You can use anything you
yes.
have.
Inspiration?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to roll it at advantage.
Ooh.
19 is high enough. As you throw your magic out there, you feel that there's a very tight grip on him that goes beyond that of like a normal control monster or control creature or anything like that. This is something that feels more primal in nature. And Argon, you also feel that you are suppressing this magic, but you did not completely dispel it. As he blinks twice, looking around very confused. But there's still Tweety to deal with.
Oh no.
That's my turn.
Okay. Dwayne.
Takes fire damage.
Yup, and he can't even heal. Roll your fire damage.
Yep, here's the fire.
1.
He takes 1.
He looks around very confused. Guys, where'd you come from?
You hit me out of the sky.
Oh.
Why you and Tweety turn on us?
Where's bad mage people? That's all he's really going to say. He's just going to be confused. Tweety, on the other hand, percentile die coming.
Yeah.
Zurazar. 20 or lower, he steps on you and gets a talent attack.
Bet.
Oh.
69 would have also have hit you, because that's always an auto success. So.
I feel like it's just an auto success for me specifically.
Of course. For you, it's worth it.
Call me Tweety.
So Tweety is going to fly over now to the other thing in the sky, which is Capriccio. Peck.
I'm going to use my reaction.
Yeah, to do what?
I'm going to cast Temporal Shunt on Tweety.
Bye-bye, Tweety.
He gets to make a save.
I thought.
Yeah, Tweety gets to make a save.
Oh God.
I love temporal shunts so
Yeah,
much.
it's a fun
So,
spell.
Capriccio, as Tweety is flying over at you, the mouth open and wide, getting ready to bite you in one gulp, a portal appears in front of it, and it's shunted away. You guys are
I
all
took
still
it.
in combat.
Nice.
Thanks for the heal.
Sinclair.
Oh.
Dwayne will call out, Tweety's not listening.
Yep. You and Tweety turn bad. I have to bonk you for that.
Don't hit him.
Yeah, I'm still gonna hit him.
Jesus.
I have to. I need to keep him from healing. We're gonna go ahead and X-Blades curse him as well. So he's got another.
We have to
circle
stop
up.
him from healing. No, you want to kill him.
He hurt Braska.
Not really.
This is gonna be Hex Katana.
I will never figure out your decisions,
Nope.
Sinclair.
All right,
24?
that hits. Yep.
All right, I'm only gonna hit him once, so
22 points of damage.
32. Unless he's resistant.
Nope. Oh, wait, cold. How much of that is cold?
It's not. It's necrotic.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, he takes it. Now he's looking really pissed off and like he's going to just start wailing the fuck out of you.
I said I have to bonk you for attacking us. You almost killed Capriccio.
Oh, you hit me. I'll kill you. Me no smart.
All right, then. Here, take another.
You will. All done?
Yep.
Capriccio?
Okay. Since I wasn't, eaten by a giant bird, which is my worst nightmare, probably.
Probably.
Fair.
Probably. I am going to quickly fly over to Dwayne and continue on with my plan, and I'm going to cast Greater Restoration on him.
Hey. Roll that for me.
Yeah.
There was so much question in that.
Okay. As you fly over to him, you do have the available diamond dust, correct?
Yes, I do.
Grab onto his shoulder and cast that magic. You watch as his veins nearest to the edge of his wrists burst open, and this very thick, metallic, green-looking blood starts pouring out of him. As I need you to roll me 20 d10s.
20. I cannot. 20 d10.
Well, that's not good.
100.
Oh, well.
As this happens, you watch all of the blood from his body coursing out onto the ground as whatever was ailing him was infused into his actual being, and he is bleeding out profusely, but doesn't quite die from it. Luckily, Dwayne is a very hardy individual.
I'm sorry, Dwayne, I had to do that. But here, have this.
Oh.
And I am going to spend all 10 charges of my bomb for it.
And he can't heal because he was hit by a spirit shroud.
You absolute mongrel lizard. I'm gonna point at Sinclair and be like, kill him. And that's my turn.
Zurazar.
Aha! My plan worked. I move over here. Is this man no longer trying to attack?
Oh, he's definitely trying to attack Sinclair. But that's because Sinclair just hit the shit out of him with a lot of fucking effort and force behind it. And Dwayne is not a very intelligent creature.
Question.
I look over towards Rosa and I say, don't attack him, he's fine.
I'm invisible. I'm invisible to 26 though.
True.
I'm surrounded.
Yep.
So, question. Could I get here and give him flanking? No, I'm just kidding.
I'll allow it.
I could technically bonus action give him help.
No.
I'm not gonna do that. That's what I will do. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll move here. Actually, I'm sorry. I meant to move where Tweed was.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'll drop invisibility on myself because I don't need any more.
All right. Keep in mind, Tweety is not currently there. Tweety is temporally shunted.
Right, but I saw him disappear there.
Yeah.
I'll cast haste on myself. Why not?
All
we're
right.
we're going a little crazy. Why not?
All right.
And I will hold my I'll hold my my hasted action to stab the fuck out of this thing.
Alrighty, Braska.
So gonna just keep on doing.
Oh. Please stop
What is-
hitting him.
What is wrong with you people?
A
That
lot.
hits.
You know this.
So 14, 17. He's looking really, really bloody now.
You guys are doing a good job. We're finally the tide's turning.
tide was over.
What do you mean?
We ended the charm.
I didn't know that. I had a giant fucking bird on me.
All right. So Brasco, all done?
Yep.
Mordrum.
Mm-hmm.
Finish him.
Okay. So, am I aware that we've ended the charm? Obviously.
Argon
noticed.
just said that.
What I imagine what I did was quite visual.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So you probably would have seen what I just did. And you're a cleric. You recognize greater restoration.
Yep. Jesus. I don't know. I have no idea what to do. All right. I'm going to run over here.
Yeah.
And get within 5 feet of Capriccio to protect him from either Dwayne or Tweety, and yell, "Stop hitting Dwayne! What are you doing?
He's trying to kill us.
Dwayne is not.
He's affected by the freaking serum.
It's been removed."
Why didn't
Oh.
anyone tell me this?
That happened after I hit him.
Arden has
No,
been
it
saying
happened
No, it
before
didn't.
you hit him.
And no,
No,
Yeah.
the serum
Yes,
didn't.
it did. Capriccio ended it before you hit him.
Was this happening while I was being mauled
No.
by
Oh, no, he didn't.
Sinclair
No,
went
you're
before
right.
Capriccio.
Sinclair went before Capriccio.
Was this happening while I was being mauled by a bird?
You only have 4 words when it's not your turn for an entire round.
Yes.
Argon.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
I'm holding an action.
Okay, what
I'm
action?
going to attempt to dispel on Tweety when Tweety gets back.
All right. Dwayne's go. Sinclair, Dwayne is going to attempt to grapple you. Oppose athletics,
well-
please.
First things first.
What just happened to
Take
my mouse?
Take 2 fire damage.
All right, oppose athletics. 21. Wow, really bad roll.
Yeah, I can't beat that.
Okay. He grabs you with one of his hands, stands up, and then will throw you as hard and fast as he possibly can.
You can't use legendary resistance to ignore an athletics check, correct?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Oh, 16's not that far. But you are the size of a very small rock to him, so I'm going to say 200 feet.
Oh my god. Fucking yeet.
And we'll call that at 45 points of bludgeoning damage as you crash into a couple of different trees.
All right, let me roll my concentration check.
And then Dwayne will back up. Forgem, he hit me.
I'm sorry.
And he'll pick up another rock, getting ready to throw it at you. Tweety
We'll heal you, Dwayne.
comes back. Argon.
There you go.
Okay. Tweety reappears, looks very confused, and then you cast your spell and Tweety, drops to the ground, tilting its head.
I stabbed Tweety.
Go for it.
No, I just stopped tweeting.
Tweety's been healed.
No, he hasn't.
Sorry, you got one attack before you hear this.
He's. Hiya! Oh.
Oh yeah, that misses.
You deserve that.
I imagine you all shouting he's cured. Like Zeros will go, what?
I already
tell
used
me
my-
this.
All right. Are we
Tell me
allowed
this-
to
Like,
exit combat now, or Sinclair, are you gonna keep attacking?
Well, technically, Tweety needs to have greater restoration done, right? Because he's
Well,
also affected.
you heard what everybody said. So I'm asking you, can we leave combat, or are you going to keep attacking?
I will leave combat, but someone needs to put Dwayne out. Or he will die from fire damage.
Alrighty. Well then.
I am going to immediately cast an 8th level heal on Dwayne,
Jeez.
Ow, ow, ow.
which is 90 HP.
Holy crap.
I just
90?
sheathe my rapier.
90, yes.
Okay,
90.
that heals him a good chunk. Ooh.
Sheathe my rapier, kind of shake my head.
Are you okay, Dwayne?
I'm foggy.
I get it.
Did I get the impression that Tweety's was temporary as well?
Yes, you did.
So, Forgerum or Capriccio, what I did on Tweety is not going to last.
Yep.
I'm out of dust. Do you have dust?
I have
Forgerum?
dust, or Forgerum doesn't, but I have some if he doesn't. Because I think I do, because I have it for other spells.
Yeah, it's just the diamond
Yeah,
dust.
I do.
Do you
Someone
have
might
this-
want to put him out.
Do you
Oh,
have this
he'll
prepared,
pat
Forgerum?
himself out for the fire.
I'll toss the bag that I keep my diamond dust in and toss it to Sinclair. Oh, not Sinclair. Sorry, Capriccio.
Ugh.
All right, Dwayne.
Tweety, this is going to hurt a lot. And I'm going to cast another Greater Restoration, but this one on Tweety.
Okay.
Sorry.
The bird starts vomiting all over the ground with a whole bunch of weird greenish glowing goo. Oh,
I'm gonna
Tweety.
let it splash on Capriccio, Brosco, or myself.
Yes.
I'm gonna stay over here.
Tweety, you okay? And he just starts petting his bird. What happened?
Bad mage got a hold of you.
He shot lightning bolts at us.
Put bad
What?
toxin in you.
Yeah. You were affected by the bad wizards.
Oh. Oh. He looks around at all of you. I hurt you?
Oh, you didn't hurt.
Them.
You didn't hurt me. You missed.
A little
Oh.
bit, yeah.
Oh.
But that's okay. That wasn't you.
Sorry.
I would
I hit you
recommend.
back, but
I-
we're
I-
good
I-
now, right?
You hit me.
Yeah,
And
I
I
done,
said sorry.
yeah, but you still hit him though.
Pain
Make up for it
hurt.
with action.
We're even.
I hand Tweety a piece of sausage.
Tweety will greedily eat anything it can get its maul on right now. It's even kind of like picking up Roskia's back a little bit. So, where are we?
Old dragons used to live here. We are other side of mountains.
We're near the Lotus Greenwood. We're on our way to a city called a town called Charis.
We're gonna go meet the hippie druids.
Why am I here?
I
That
think-
wizard turned you against us.
Yes, you were probably hunting us.
Oh.
Don't go back by that city.
Do you know if you've been fighting with anyone else?
I remember very big group of people. I think I killed them.
Big group of people.
That's probably the Empire.
Was that in? Were they like down in a little valley and you were throwing rocks down at them?
Yeah.
That might have been the battle where the wizard got a hold of you.
Oh. There was weird pain. Head really hurt. Then I fell. I
Yeah.
couldn't move, and they put skinny sword in my arm.
Yeah.
And he
That's
points
the
over at
poison.
he points over at a wound on his forearm.
That's the poison that Capriccio cleansed from you.
I don't like it.
No one should ever be subjected to it.
I remember voice.
Do you remember what the voice said?
Target here. Go here. It said kill you two first. And he points over at Capriccio and Argon.
Makes sense. Well, we plan on taking from that evil wizard, like he tried taking Tweety from you. He has affected many old tree. We plan on helping Tree.
Tree stupid.
Agreed.
Oh. Sorry I tried killing you all.
Well, I'm sorry that we've attacked you back.
I mean, I'll be honest. I appreciate that, but I'm not apologizing for attacking. You did try to kill me, so I defended myself as anyone else would. Pretty sure you would do the same thing if you were in
It's
our shoes.
okay. None of you hurt Tweety, or I'd kill you.
No, I solely hit you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you're both okay. That's what counts.
Right.
That
What are you gonna do
city-
now?
Go away. I don't want to not be me again.
Yeah, stay away from
Yeah.
that bad city you threw us at. Bad wizard is hanging around there.
But cool thing, he holds his hand up to the sky and you watch as another large bolt of lightning shoots off from his palm.
He didn't have that before, did he?
No.
That is cool.
He used to throw balls of thunder, though.
That was
No, he used to
rocks.
throw rocks. Just physical rocks, eating them at people.
I thought that the first time we met him, he threw like a lightning thunderball thing at us, but okay, maybe not.
We didn't fight him the first time we ran into him.
No, I know, but I remember hiding behind something and it exploding around me.
Maybe you're right.
And maybe it was a rock. I don't.
It could be a
remember.
rock. This giant rocks are, bigger than
Yeah.
all of you.
True.
Fortune, would he be safe up in Uthadur?
No.
Up in the mountains there?
Well, I mean, yeah, yes, in places where things, but the city would have be, you know, no offense, Dwayne, but
Mhm.
giants will scare little people.
Right.
So
Little people,
visiting-
cowards. Yeah.
Some of them are. So visiting Uthodurn, kind of like the Yetis that were in the neighborhood, they may try and dispatch a group too.
Mm.
As long as he stays away from cities, including especially the city where this happened to him, he should be fine staying here in his range.
Yeah, there's a beautiful forest just to the right of us that probably has a number of druids who may or may not parlay.
Hmm.
Don't go in the ravine. The dragon folk are walking back and forth through there, trying to fix up their old town.
I'm gonna go far. Hmm.
Well,
Well, next time we meet, I won't kill you.
I hope that's our truth.
Mhm.
I give Tweety another sausage.
Are you both hungry?
What
And I
was
look at-
wood famish?
I look at Braska for a minute and I'm like, yeah, never mind. I'm going to conjure food and water because I know that it'll all get eaten in this particular moment for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Claire?
Hmm?
What happened to your beast?
Oh, it's perfectly fine. You see it flying in the air.
As a cloud.
Yep. There's a rule in our community that non-combatant animal companions are immune to all damages.
Tweety happens to be a
Excellent.
combative animal companion.
Yes. Well, it is a rock.
Tweety's feisty.
Yes. Hmm. Well,
Go
Yeah.
ahead. I was gonna say, I assume when we wind walked, my chair came with me, and when I fell out of it, and it itself floated down to the ground.
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just chilling.
Yeah.
It's stuck up inside of a tree, actually.
I have fly. I'll go get it.
Alrighty. Well, Dwayne will get on top of Tweety's back, and the two of them will skedaddle on out of here. And guys, I think this is where we're going to go ahead and go on break. We'll be right back. Hello, and welcome back. Before we jump in the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things do help us out tremendously. Don't miss out on the opportunity to become a member here either. Membership starts at just $2 hairs a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. In addition to all of that, if you're interested in joining any of our games, we do have open slots available. Be sure to reach out to me and let me know. So, where last we left off, the party had been surprise attacked by Dwayne and his rock, Tweety. While fending them off, you all came to the realization that they were charmed somehow and seemed to be under the effects of the Volstrucker serum. Now that this serum seems to be out of their systems, though, they are leaving the area, leaving you with a newfound understanding of how to deal with it. With your higher level magics and some diamond dust, you might be able to remove it from individuals that are plagued with it. But now, the journey may continue for all of you. What would you like to do?
Well, one walk lasts 8 hours. We could probably just turn into clouds again and continue to do our thing.
I'd rather go land. I don't like
Why?
getting hit out of the sky.
I mean, you all got
that
hit in
was-
the sky.
That
Oh,
was
what are the
a-
odds of that happening
Damn.
twice?
Yeah, that was a freak event.
I mean, we don't need to go calling them names.
Not what I meant.
How far? Do we have any idea how far away we are?
You may roll a survival check.
Bortram, how far away are we?
We're a forest away.
Here, let me see. Let me check. If I need to, I'll even fly up in the air to take a look around.
Alrighty. Survival check, please.
Jesus. I got that 20 for not doing the thing, and nothing's been good since. So
Like we said, you wasted it on the recap roll.
true.
If you were flying somewhere between like 3 hours and 4 hours away, on foot, day and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're flying.
Okay. Capriccio, should we rest a bit? Or do you need to rest, or anybody?
Y'all look mangled.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel fine.
I expended a great bit of energy during that
Yeah.
little ordeal. But I mean, what we can do is we can fly closer, and then once we're near, we can rest then. Right? Can we do that?
It's fine by me. I just was asking around if anyone needed.
Oh, I was doing great until I got thrown like a speedball.
But that was your own fault, in fairness.
He hit me first. Then
Not
he
of
hit
his own
Argon,
free will.
and I'm not letting Argon die.
Right. Out of his own free will. That's the.
I was fine. Capriccio healed me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. Let's get moving.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
It'll take a minute to go back to being little clouds.
Are we clouding up again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all return to your cloud forms and start taking off to the open skies. Flying high enough to make sure you're headed in the proper direction, but low enough to the ground so that if you were to fall, none of you would die. As you soar over the horizon, several hours go by, or a few hours go by, and now you're near the coastline of the Eyes of the Lake, but you need to look for this settlement, this small outcropping of people who seem to live out here. I would like an investigation roll from anybody who would like.
Sure.
Any two who would like.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
I have an okay
You should,
investigation.
Argon.
Well, oh, investigation.
I
thought you
said
perception.
investigation. No,
Sorry,
investigation.
I thought you said
You're
perception.
investigating the coastline for Sharis.
Ugh.
I'm gonna burn my last inspiration die.
"24." You all find it very quickly. Within 4 total hours of leaving that previous site and fight. You spy this nice little community because of its tiny little huts built into the treetops around you. The ladders that litter down from these huts to the ground are all very simple in creation, and the individuals that live here all look like they have simple walks of life as well. They were not under-exaggerating how few people live out here. Definitely less than 1,000 in this entire population. In fact, as all of you were wandering up, you catch a curious look from a few individuals, but they seem to not really mind any of you all. There's a little bit of curiosity towards Forge Room compared to everybody else, but nothing that stands out too much.
Are these humans?
I
or-
smile and say friendly things.
The majority of them are Dragonborn and Halflings, but there's other races as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in Jorhas. Humans will always be the super minority.
Okay. They're also the minority in our party.
Yes.
Do we even have one?
No.
Nope.
Ew, people play humans still?
Not in this group.
Did they ever?
Yeah, right.
I've done it once.
Who really needs that extra feet?
I could
Alright.
be a human in real life.
Nap every day.
At
That's
times.
what I'm saying.
I mean, sometimes, yeah.
Well, I guess we'll spend the minute to become not clouds outside the city.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well then,
we do need to do that.
you turn into not clouds and enter back into the city.
If any city could talk to cloud people, though, it probably would be the druid one. Just throwing that out there.
One of the individuals approaches over towards you. A halfling man with a little bit of a patchy-looking beard looks at you all. Can I help you?
Is this Charis?
Who's asking?
His name is Sinclair. I'm Fordrum. That's Argon, Capriccio, and Brusca. Oh, and Zuazar. Jeez. I rarely see you.
Hi.
Sneaky.
Hi. Oh. You have a symbol of the dreams.
Mm-hmm.
The guy
You a
approaches
follower?
over towards you, Capriccio. Oh, that's a nice looking symbol. Looks authentic.
What symbol is it talking about?
The symbol of the realm of dreams.
Oh, I thought he meant Dreamweaver.
No.
I'm still not sure what that symbol is.
It's your druidic hidden symbol that other druids can recognize.
Okay.
You know, druidic, the sly little language that only you and other druids know.
Mm-hmm.
And Braska.
Somehow.
He's the second
Nobody
highest level
knows.
druid in the party, man. You know, like. So the guy comes over and looks at it. Oh wait, that is. Are you a like actual fae?
Last time I checked, yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Want some
Hi.
whiskey?
Yeah.
I made it myself. He reaches back behind his cloak and pulls out this small little gourd and hands it over to you.
Ooh, I'll have a sip.
All right. For a whiskey, it's very fruity. But
I like fruity.
it tastes pretty good.
Does it have fruits in it?
Yeah, and nuts.
Oh, I like it. It's nice.
Thanks.
I have another sip.
So
And then 3 and 4.
yeah. He just lets you enjoy. So what brings you all here?
We're looking for someone named Etsy.
Oh shit! What Etsy do?
Nothing that I'm aware of, but
Oh, cool. Never mind.
Some people we know said that she may have some information. I'm sorry, I don't know that Etsy is a male or female. That Etsy may have some information for us.
Etsy's a chick. She's not currently working, but I could bring you all by her hut. None of you are trying to kill her, right? Right?
No.
No.
We have no intention
it's
of
on her.
bringing any harm to Etsy.
Or anybody else here.
I mean, you might need to bring some harm to somebody if they act like an asshole. I mean, you're not going to be super
Exactly.
well liked.
Exactly.
You know?
I can assure you, we have no intention of harming this person at all. We're simply wanting to talk.
The best I could do is I promise not to kill anyone who doesn't try to kill me first.
Hey, that's fair, man.
Should we be expecting someone to be a little asshole?
He kind of like scratches the back of his head and his eyes keep flickering over to Fordrum uncomfortably.
He's fine. He's a holy person.
Yeah, holy people don't really do too well out here.
He's fine. I vouch for the dwarf.
Yeah, I mean, I figured.
As long as
I'm
he's got
just-
alcohol.
By the way, do I recognize any symbols on this dude? Like, is he a druid?
He does not have any druidic markings on him, but he seems to understand the language.
That's interesting.
Like Braska.
Broska's a druid. He
Sure.
casts spells. He knows druidcraft.
Prove us wrong.
After a few
If
more
you
sips, I
could,
just
you
go...
would have by now.
Yeah.
After a few more sips, I just go, wait, are you not a druid, are you?
No, I'm not. My mom was. She taught me how to listen to
Oh.
animals a bit more closely. I even got my own little buddy.
Does she belong to any circles?
Yeah, she the Circle of the Blossom.
Haven't heard of it.
That's the circle that deals more closely with trees and nature and stuff like that. It's not one of the super
Oh.
powerful circles like yours, but you know.
Oh, that's nice.
I got a
Yeah.
little buddy too.
Hey, Slizzy. He whistles outwards, and then Zuvazar, you feel something slithering up your leg, and you look down, and there is a snake. That's Slizzy.
He'll reach down, pick it up, and just sort of let it wrap around his arm.
Yeah. He only bites when I ask him to, or if he's really hungry, but we try to make sure he stays well fed. There's a lot of field mice out here.
Yeah, they told me to do the same with Ripley here.
Oh, look at that moorbounder. Look at the big boy. And he goes over and starts like pulling at the tusks, which looks aggressive to like the naked eye, but it seems like the moorbounder kind of enjoys that.
Yeah, they didn't tell me exactly how to care for him, but I'm hoping Capriccio can help me.
It did tell you that I... Okay, never mind.
Didn't he straight up say, hey, you're going to have to raise it on your own?
He's
No, he
kind
just
of,
said, no, you're a piece of air now.
But yeah, they like rough love for them. They're very aggressive creatures in general. So unless you're gonna shove them around a little bit, he starts like twisting the head to the side, and you see the moorbounder becomes like more playful at that. They respond to it pretty well.
Oh, so it is almost exactly like Braska.
I eat more.
This is true.
All right. Well, here, let me
I shed worse.
introduce you all to Etsy.
Appreciate it.
You walk with him for a short period of time until he comes over to one of these homes that are not up inside of the trees, but instead on the ground. There's very few of them, but they have nice little gardens around them as well. And there's almost a level of status as people who live in civilized, quote-unquote, communities would refer to it. Everyone else who lives more nomadic lives or have experienced people like this, it's probably just them preferring living on the ground and having more respect because of something, like a community leader of sorts. He goes over to this hut and knocks on the thatched little bark door that is there. Hey, Etsy. 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 The door opens up and you see a very, very hungover looking gnomish woman. Hey. Or, no, yeah, gnomish. Hey, what's all the noise about? These people came here and were asking about you.
Want a
Halfling.
beer?
Sorry, it is a halfling. Thank you, Wyatt. No, I'm good. No need for a beer.
I'll take it.
I just turned the alchemy jug into 4 gallons worth of beer.
Hell yeah.
So what are you guys doing here? What do you want?
We've figured out a way to rescue some of the life trees that have been harmed, and we're looking for more of them, and we think you know a person who is also doing the same thing.
You must be Argan. Pleasure. It reaches for your hand, Fordrum.
And I go, I'm Fordrum, that's Argan, and I point up at
Holy
The chair.
fuck, you're big.
Thank you. I think.
Yeah? Hey, Argan, nice to meet you. She sticks her hand now up to you.
We'll shake her hand.
Your hand is literally 4 times the size of hers. So, yeah, I talked to a few other people that just left here a couple days ago. Apparently, they were going to tell you guys about, this Tilly lady.
Yes, they are the ones who pointed us towards you as a possible source of information on Tilly.
Whew. Alrighty. Well, just give me a minute to freshen up real quick and I'll come talk to you. Okay?
All right.
She closes the door and all of you hear her cast some type of spell and then you hear her vomiting very loudly.
I know what that is.
Yeah, we've all been there.
She walks back out. Alrighty. I can help you now. Sorry about that, guys. It's my day off, so I just wanted to cut loose.
No, I get it. Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. Especially after I found out about this fucking psychopath.
Psychopath?
Which one?
Tilly.
Oh,
Yeah. So, ooh, where do I begin? Well, she came here roughly about a year ago.
okay.
She was asking around about, legendary places or places of power and stuff like that. And I don't know, something about her just didn't feel right. You know?
Sure.
Like, how do I put this?
Did she seem spiritually lost?
No, not at all,
Highly
actually.
motivated.
I wouldn't put it like that. She seemed zealot.
Yep. Mercenary.
Like, you ever come across one of those religious people that believe, they should destroy everything in their path and build cities and stuff?
No, we met a bunch of religious people who mugged Sinclair over there.
Yes.
Well, she was she was looking for something out here that admittedly I might know a little bit more about, and she believed that if she could find it, she might be able to change the world.
If her definition of change the world is turn her own people into plant monstrosities, I don't think that's a good way to turn the world.
Yep, I heard that from the others.
Yeah.
Was she part of a circle?
She
Wait, is she
was.
part of a
Well,
circle?
she is, but she definitely had this like energy of someone a part of a circle, but I don't recognize what the circle was. I thought at first it would
So-
be like wildfire or something, but
I was. Well, when I first learned of her, I thought about the Blighted. Wait, did I? Was it the Blighted or was it Spores? It was Blighted. It was Blighted because you told me Spores, and it's not that well known because it's a new one.
yeah, neither of those are super well known. But blighted is what you were thinking last time.
Yeah. Well, when I first learned about her, I thought she might have been part of the circle of the Blighted, and that's what I've been assuming so far. 'Cause,
I've
you know,
I've
wildfire
never
tends to involve more fire. She,
right, and I was thinking she belonged to the wildfire circle, but I don't know. I think it's something else.
Is
She's
there
definitely
a
not
cir-
from around here either.
Is there a circle that turns people into plant monsters?
What? Plant
'Cause
monsters.
that's what she turned like her own people into plant monstrosities.
the
That's
Blighted
not
Druids,
something normal, is it?
No. I don't think that
Like-
constitutes as normal. No.
Blighted
talking about
Druids tend to defile the lands they walk on.
Oh
So
no. She definitely didn't give off that. It was more of I mean, the best way I could describe it was she seemed like somebody that wanted to see civilization fall.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah, the way we've had her described is that she would rather see humanity or fall so that the animals and plants could thrive. Which is why she made that fungus thing or something, or wherever she did that. Some of the places that we are sort of interested in, I think, are probably similar to hers. So our hope is not necessarily to thwart her, but to share information, maybe get information from her, because I think that while our I don't know what I think that our attacks or our way of doing things will be very different. I think that our ultimate goal might be similar in some ways. Not the extinction of humanity.
I think we share a goal.
Yeah.
There is a goal she has that's not necessarily her main goal as far as we understand it, that we probably share.
Well, from what I recall, she became more fanatical after seeing the Tree of Life being abused in the Empire.
I don't remember us having any information like that.
No, he's
In our
correct.
notes.
Oh,
He's
is he?
correct.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is what it was mentioned to you by the Tree of
And-
Life.
Yeah. And so if we could curb her reckless abandonment of humanity towards protecting the life trees and preventing the person that's corrupting them, then maybe she will stop in her, how do they put it, eco-terrorist ways?
Oh, those people. I don't.
Did she ever mention the Tree of Life?
Well, she was looking for one.
In
I
this
mean-
area?
Yeah,
We helped the one that's in the Empire. We got the corruption out of it.
it's not
Well-
really in this area. I mean, it's on the same region.
We helped one that was in the Versglade.
Oh. Well, that's a bad place.
Oh, yes, it is.
It sure is.
It's under a death city.
The point being, we were able to remove the drain on it and allow it to start its healing sleep.
That's good.
It felt good to do, and I think that hopefully there'd be a willingness to share some information so that maybe we could continue that idea.
Well, she was asking about the Arbor Exemplar.
Is that a person?
No, it's a tree of life.
Oh,
It's out here in Jorhas. Not really under any one rulership. It's located in, well, an unruly place where most people wouldn't even dare to go out to, so it's pretty safe because of that.
Did she
We just
tell you
wanna
what she
make-
was looking for?
She was looking for the tree.
We just want to make sure the tree hasn't been corrupted
Right.
by the person that corrupted the other one in the Versglade. So if we could find out where this tree is, we are the stupid enough people that would willingly go into a dangerous area to protect a tree of life.
Well, we know where it
No,
is
don't even
now.
have to be for it to protect the tree of life. We just do that.
Exactly. Especially if there's fishing.
Or for no reason whatsoever.
True.
Well, it's in the barbed fields north of here, pretty far. If you're closer to Risona, you might be able to see it on the horizon on a sunny day.
So we're not familiar with Jorhas. None of our maps that we have even tell us anything about it. We know y'all were here and that the assembly of Dragonborn out of Jazith Kittrell, Jarzith Kittrell, are where they are, and they told us north of them is the ruins of their old homeland.
Well, here, I have some maps. I've traded them from a bunch of people who have come through here. Figured the map might be more useful to somebody else down the line. They didn't seem to be missing it at all. I'll tell you what, if you guys help me with a little problem I have,
Oh, I'm always willing to help people out.
then I can give you all access to some of these maps.
What's the
Yep.
situation?
that would be great.
There's a kraken in the lake.
Oh,
yeah,
you hear that,
that.
Ruska?
Yes!
We get to go fishing.
Well,
I thought the friends of ours, a friend of mine that came through first, I thought they were going to deal with that Kraken.
no, they apparently, well, they bitched out.
Well, we ain't no
bitches.
bitches.
Did they at least deal with the cultists?
No, they didn't. Maybe they
Wait.
are though. They just left a few days ago to go to the Eyes of the Lake.
Is
Is
that
it
the
a-
lake where the Kraken is?
Well, They're in the same lake, but the Kraken's more northwards than that.
Oh,
Is it a fully grown kraken?
It's a fully matured Kraken. It's grown to adapt to the size of the lake. Luckily, it hasn't gotten out into the ocean yet, or else
Okay.
it would grow to adapt to the size of the ocean. You know,
Yeah.
they fill up whatever container they're in.
got it.
I'm
Who wants to go fishing?
quite confused. I mean this nicely. You are going to give us maps in return for us dealing with an unseemly gigantic creature.
As well as
This-
give you the information to find what you're looking for. Yeah.
Hey, I see it as a win-win.
If we
Yeah.
die, it's not really a win-win, is it?
True.
Always a
But she
pessimist.
walks up to you, Zurazar. You didn't really strike me as a bitch when I first looked at you.
I'm.
Oh.
I think you
Don't worry,
misunderstood.
he is.
I think you misunderstood.
You haven't
think-
seen his closet.
Go
I
ahead,
think you
Zurazar.
I think you misunderstand. I'm perfectly capable and willing to deal with this creature, but
Great, we have a
I feel
deal. She sticks her hand out.
you
You walk right into that.
unfortunately you didn't allow me to finish.
Uh-oh.
Being rude is not very good in deals, now is it?
Uh-oh. I think I stepped on his toe.
That was just his ego.
No, I want guarantees. You give us a map now, you can give us the information after. We're dealing with something quite large. I want insurance.
You want insurance?
I believe what he's trying to get at is he wants to have a little stake in the game before he goes fully deep into the lake.
Make
Right.
it my while.
I thought as a druid, my word would carry a little bit more weight with it. Sorry.
It's
We
STAK,
only-
not EAK.
Oh
Did I take your joke, Broska? Sorry.
no, you just took my hopes.
somebody say steak?
We've only had very few dealings with druids in the past.
I don't trust anyone I just meet.
Go
You're-
ahead and roll me persuasion.
Not MEAT, right?
I'll use my inspiration to give myself advantage.
Sure. 33. All right. Didn't mean to get your little panties in a twist, sir. But if you need the map beforehand, fine. But I'm not telling you anything until that thing is dead. And like dead. I want proof. You have to bring me
Oh.
its beak.
That's easy.
Okay.
He'll extend his hand out to take a nap.
I don't have the
Wait,
map
wait.
on me. Jeez. And she like walks into the hut. God, this man
Is
is rude.
He keeps
Is
his
there-
hand down.
Is there
It's gonna
anything,
take what, like an hour?
Is there anything of value when we kill a kraken that we should be aware of? Like, are they
Yeah,
good?
it's invaluable
for
to
y'all?
the ecosystem where it lies.
Oh, I just meant
So-
like, are they good tasting or?
Krakens?
I'll figure that out.
I mean, it's a monstrosity. Most people can't eat those. But you're a lizard
Yeah.
folk, right?
I was.
Oh, well then you should probably be able to eat it. And looks at Braska up and down. I don't think anybody could stop that from eating it.
Good. Sounds like kraken is on the menu.
You've learned
Can
quickly.
we spend the night here in a doorway?
I will not have a bunch of strange men spending the night inside of my home.
No,
The fairy
I think
can
he-
come in.
I think he meant here, like as in the town, not in.
Oh, yeah, that's not a problem. Just find an open place where you're not in the middle of any, routes somebody might be taking their animals through or anything in the morning. Just, you'll be fine. We don't really have an inn, sorry.
I believe Argon likes roughing it in a doorway.
What? There's no
I
rough
don't-
stuff happening in my doorway, sir. I am not that type of halfling.
We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
What is there to
lizard.
do in this town?
Drink.
All right, I'll
Oh,
take it.
then most of them will be happy.
All right. And here is your map, sir. And I've updated your map to show the other locations that are now revealed to you on the map.
Yeah.
They
Those
said
are-
somewhere in the Barb Fields is where it's at.
Yeah, somewhere in the barbed field. So if you want more
And I-
specific than 135-ish miles,
And
We
she
gotta
said
kill
that
Kraken.
if you look from Roshana, you can see it on the hill.
Zildar
Possibly.
definitely opens up the map just to make sure everything's on there.
I mean, there's a lot of features on there. Yeah.
He'll
Well-
close it and he'll hold his hand out.
And we have a deal.
I was going
Uh,
to do it either way. We helped the
don't break
lady
your-
get rid of.
And don't break your word.
I would.
Krakens.
You're so
Besides-
disrespectful.
More like distrusting. He'll smile and release the hand.
The halfling looks over at you, Capriccio. Honestly, why do you deal with people like this? Makes no sense.
He's usually
He's-
not like this, to be fair.
He's nicer than he looks.
Well, he looks great. It's the mouth that's the issue.
Oh no, it's not.
They say the same
And a
thing about
smile.
me. He's okay until he opens his mouth.
Well, if you want to spend the night here, I have a nice little cot that you could probably enjoy. But everyone else, no thank you.
Do you know anything about a kraken? It's like a giant squid, right?
More or less. Also, you guys want to make sure you're ready to deal with the lake itself.
What's wrong with the lake?
Oh, it's just boiling.
Well, that's fine.
Failed to mention that, did you?
No, I remember the Dragonborn down in Zarzith Kitril saying lake was boiling.
Yeah, it's boiling. It's really inhospitable to any type of wildlife in there, except when you go further north and they have certain fish that can live in there, but you definitely don't want to go under.
You definitely don't want to go under?
Well, yeah, it's boiling. You ever stick your hand into a pot of boiling water?
He stuck his
Well,
hand in
actually,
lava.
yeah, but when I forge stuff, so I've quenched blades and stuck it into oils and waters that are,
Oh, you'll be
Huh.
fine then.
yeah.
Well then, all of y'all are welcome to find your own place to hang out.
Thank you.
Yep, no worries. Then she shuts the door.
Argon, are we gonna be able to stay at the house?
Yes, we'll stay at the house.
Can you make a small room for the Moorbounder?
Yes.
Thank you.
I don't know why. I don't trust him.
Her?
You say that every time.
Some of that feels off.
So, I think I know how me and Fordham are gonna survive being in the water. Rosca can just endure it, I think.
I would bet that the best way for us to fight this is not going in the water. We have to bring it to the surface.
I have my ring of water walking.
Yeah, I think a lot of us have those.
Okay,
Oh, God.
just checking.
Yeah, somebody lost theirs.
I
Sex
don't
with
have
them.
that. I'm
Like
not
water
quite
breathing, I believe Capriccio could still do. I hope.
I don't think breathing's the problem in a boiling lake.
It's gonna be the burning part.
Oh, that's fine for me and Fordham.
Well, that's good for you two. What about the rest of us?
Well, Argon likes to shoot things from afar, so he doesn't get manhandled.
I can give you flight. You can stay
Well-
above the water.
Ooh, we could fly fish.
You do realize at some point this thing is going to go under the water, make it impossible to hurt.
I can cast water walk on people too.
Could you cast it on a kraken?
Can you
Yeah.
willingly go underwater if you have water walking on you? I don't know the type of magic, so that's why I ask.
No, if you have water walk on you, you cannot willingly go under the water. And
Right.
if you start your turn inside the water, you get shot to the surface of the water.
So-
can you?
To answer your question, Broska, yeah, I actually think maybe it could be cast on the Kraken.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, do be mindful that if the water itself is hot, water walking is not going to protect you against the fact that it's hot.
I mean, it's going to protect
Well-
most of me from it.
Actually, you can
I wear
water
thick enough
walk will
boots
let
for
you walk
probably
on.
fine.
You can even walk
It-
across lava and water walk.
It will let you, but you will still be harmed by the heat.
Right.
Really thick boots.
And Zerzar, if you
Also,
don't want
wait,
to be,
if the water's so hot, why is the kraken not boiling?
it adapted.
Oh.
They said it adapted to the lake,
Kraken,
so
what's that mean?
Maybe it's immune to fire or something.
oh
Oh,
God, I hope
bullshit.
not.
I mean, it doesn't affect me any, but still bullshit.
Well, it kind of does because your flame tongue won't work on it then.
I haven't used that in months.
Sure, you've been using Lush Hunt lately, right?
Yeah.
I can give one or two people something that will give them resiliency against the heat, but it will not make you completely immune to it. So one person and myself would be the best I'd be able to do, because I could loan the spell out to another person.
Do you or Capriccio know any like historical information about krakens and like what they are like?
Aren't they just hungry, like all predatory giant animals?
Have I in any way studied krakens, Joey?
Are you proficient in nature?
No, I'm not proficient in it. I have a high nature skill only because of my raw intelligence. But
Then
I'm not
no,
proficient.
you are not.
Okay, that does not
I'm-
surprise me.
I'm proficient in nature.
Then roll a nature check.
Let's try that out.
I'm proficient in nature.
Then roll a nature check.
21.
17.
You both worry and amaze me, Brosco.
That's how I do.
All right, we'll start with Broska first. So, krakens are usually slumbering creatures for untold ages. They usually wait for some type of sign or calling to awaken themselves. And they're thought to be nearly extinct at this point. They are referred to by some cultures and communities as leviathans of legend. And they were even fierce warriors of the gods once upon a time ago. That's what you know, Broska.
They're sleepy and old.
Capriccio, on the other hand, these creatures are virtual gods. They live infinitely. They are natural predators to humanoids for some reason. and they like to consume as much as possible to fill as large of a vessel as they can. Why they do this, nobody knows. But if you allow one into a larger body of water, it will get bigger and stronger.
Well, I've witnessed dreams of these krakens. They are extremely powerful. They're basically godlike, and depending on where they are, the body of water that they inhabit, they can just continue to grow in size and in power.
Fabulous.
So if we kill it, we'd be like the old gods?
What?
Well, this is only a lake kraken. It's not an ocean kraken.
Freshwater versus saltwater.
Well, vessel of a lake, vessel of the ocean.
Broska doesn't hear a difference.
Well, we already took out the legendary crocodile, Braska. Why don't we take out a legendary
Squid thing.
squid thing that even the gods had problems with?
Morgan,
Ugly squid thing.
are you gonna make the room, the house for tonight?
Yes.
Does anybody mind if I melt all the copper down and make a lure?
You want to use me as bait?
Maybe.
Why is that where your mic goes? That is so odd.
Well, the last time we used Braska as the bait. I was just being reasonable.
I look a fortune.
I mean, I guess so you're looking at me. Yeah, I could be the bait too, I guess.
That's not why I'm looking at you.
Oh, okay. No, thinking is we are literally fishing. So why not make a hook with a big shiny thing on it? Put it in the water, spin it, and once it's caught, pull.
What are you going to attach that to for it to make a difference?
Bigby's hand.
I just look over at Braska, look back and go,
Do you think that we have a rope strong enough to hold on to that? Even we'll go under the assumption that Braska, the big bad druid that he is strong enough to hold a kraken and reel it in. I don't think hemp ropes gonna hold up to that.
yeah. If we did braid it, it would hold more. But I don't know how big this thing really is. I guess I'm pretending in my head that it's like 20 feet long.
Well, it's lake-sized.
Like the whole lake?
Well, I haven't even seen the lake, so
They keep saying it fills the vessel. I don't think that means it like literally fills up the entire space of the vessel. I think that means it sizes itself bigger depending upon how large of a body of water it's in.
That is correct.
And they said it was only in the northern part of the lake.
No,
so-
they said you could. There's other creatures that could live in the northern part of the lake.
So that's where it is. To eat them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, oh,
But it's a pretty big lake. But even if it's 20 feet, and I have a feeling that's probably going to be small. I mean, Dwayne was 20 feet tall. Yeah, I don't know that a rope's going to hold it. Unless we braid it so thick, even Braska couldn't hold on to it.
all I know is before we go into combat with it, we need to do prep work.
That'd be a first.
Well, we're going on a big fishing trip. And if I'm going to be bait, I want to have some sort of security. You know, Zurzar got his insurance. I just want my security blanket.
What kind of security blanket do you want? Because I don't think this is equivalent to what Zurzar was asking about.
Well, we're going to need a way to fly. Those of us that are going to pick on it to try to get it closer to the shore.
Why would I ever want to go near the shore?
That's a good question. We got to find a way to make it want to go to the shore.
Appreciate. I know you don't deal with animals. Could you make all the fish in the lake go towards the shoreline?
Why would I do that?
I
How
could
would
do
that
that with
help?
one fish. No, wait, I can just watch it do that.
How would that help the Kraken
If-
get close to the edge?
If all of its food literally comes toward the shoreline, it'll come closer.
Until it realizes there's danger and then it will retreat into the water again.
You're assuming that the Kraken's a bitch.
Like Zurzar.
I think we might have killed the DM.
Both of y'all are fully aware Krakens do not back down from fights.
Zuzar just raises his eyebrow at you. I apologize that I questioned something before taking it at face value.
Apology accepted.
It did seem a little standoffish.
Okay, depending upon the size, I can empower a spear that if Broska sticks him with it, it'll make him hold in place as long as he weighs less than 20,000 pounds.
Oh, I think this thing is probably more than 20,000 pounds.
20,000 pounds is awfully big.
Yeah, that's kind of a lot.
That's what? 3 feedings for you, Broska?
I
3.5
don't
at
think
least.
that you understand weight, Sinclair.
No, I don't.
So,
So Broska
My
maybe
mind
weighs
got warped.
Braska maybe weighs 400 pounds. That's probably at most maybe 5 on a good day. 20,000 is a lot more than that.
What if we threw that thing inside of it?
Through
won't-
what?
It won't make it sink. It just the spear will not move.
Well, don't our rods that we have already for closing portals, aren't they like a removable rod?
Yes.
So if one goes inside the Kraken.
But I imagine, based upon what I know of Dunamancy, that there is a limit to how much those are, and it's probably not as strong as what I can do.
are you guys
Oh, okay.
discussing this inside of your tiny hut, or are you discussing it in front of?
I guess we'll go in the
Etsy.
house.
Oh, I'm
we'll
just
go inside
asking.
the
Which
house.
one were you guys doing?
Well, as far as I know, we're still just standing outside her house.
Oh,
Yeah.
Etsy will continue day drinking. There's
Right
a little cove area. If anybody can control water, you could drain the water from it.
I can do that.
Well, you'd have to drain a lot of water, or close it off.
I might be
think we
able to
could-
do that too.
Do you think we could lure it into the cove with all the food? And leave only a little gap for the food to get out back to the regular pond? And keep it contained in that?
You're missing the point where I don't think it's going to leave the lake either way. I think it's smart enough to know if something strange is happening, such
What
as
if we just go out into the middle of the lake and call it a bitch?
Yeah.
You'd be in the middle of the lake on its home turf, and it can easily drag you under.
I'd like to see it try.
Well,
What if we call it a bitch from the edge of the lake?
if you don't want to use the cove idea, that's fine.
Oh no, I'm all for the cove.
The cove is massive, very, very, very huge, and at least it's big enough that all of you could fit inside, and it would not have a tremendous amount of area to move around in.
So we lure it into the cove.
If you
With you
can.
so far.
I don't know exactly how we would.
So
I know how we can lure it in there.
Mhm.
Sinclair, you just got a moorbounder.
I am not putting my mount in harm's way. I will use blink.
It's still like the big shiny thing idea. We
Well,
don't
why-
actually have to let it catch the lure. We could just reel the lure in away from it.
Exactly. You and the moorbounder can be some sort of beacon, and I'm sure the moorbounder is quick. So
Ooh, I have an idea. Do we have any way to make things able to burn underwater?
No, but we could make things even hotter underwater.
I don't know.
It needs to burn.
Argon,
Yeah.
if magic causes something to go and start burning, but the condition to stop it from burning doesn't mention anything about water, would water put it out if it's magical?
That's a very vague stance. It really depends upon the power of the magic. And
Legendary?
if the magic can be smothered by anything, then surrounding it in water would smother it just as much as anything else. Water puts out fire because it blocks its access to the air.
Okay, I have a backup idea that still works with my original idea. Do we have any like baking supplies? Like a big ass block of brownie mix.
I still think the live baits would probably be our best bet, especially
if you
one that's
wanted-
active and running away.
And if you want it to be a shiny bobber Fordrum, you could just make a giant disc that I'm on top of that floats above the water, and Bros can just pull me in.
I mean, as much as I don't normally like to send you into harm's way, Fordrum, wouldn't you be the best bet for this?
Why?
A, you have the ability to fly,
Yeah,
and B, the water will not hurt you.
yeah.
It won't hurt
'Cause
me.
He's immune to you can't fly.
Okay.
And also, you're not immune to fire, are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh yeah, the dragon skull again. Yeah.
So Fordrum, so from what Capriccio said, this thing preys on humanoids, which means to some extent it will probably chase Fordrum.
And truthfully, and I hold out my arms, I'm already really shiny. So
Yes, yeah, it was. Yeah, see, you're your own bait.
I
You're the
could
perfect lure.
I could literally just fly over to one side with rope, drop myself in the water, and go pull, and you guys could just reel me in as fast as you want, or you could just mage hand me around in the water like a shiny lure or something.
I still like the cove idea. If we can bait it into the cove without Fordrum dying, I'm okay with that.
I like the idea of the cove too, because if we get it in the cove, I can try control water to move as much of it out as possible, and then I could even maybe try stone shape and put up some kind of wall, but I don't think my wall's going to be big enough.
And I can't make enough ice quick enough.
No, if we had a wall of like
How big's the entrance to the cove, Etsy?
About 40 feet across.
oh,
If you can, how deep? I guess it depends on how deep it is.
It's about 30 or so feet deep at the deepest. I thought about doing this to catch the creature and try to kill it, but when I saw how big it was, I decided I'd rather pawn that idea off on somebody else.
I
Oh.
don't blame you. That's
Could
why
you
we're
make
here.
the wall?
What?
If we moved the water and worked on the creature, could you just make the wall?
I'd be able to cause a small rock slide and probably seal it off.
That works.
Then you
Right.
have to find your own way out by dealing with that. But hey, either
Yeah.
you find your way out or you die. So
Yeah, and
either way, it's still stuck in there until it decides to break the structure around it.
yeah.
All right.
So is it if it's 30 feet at the deepest,
Hmm.
is it all 30 feet or is it sloped in enough that
How big is it though? You said you've seen it.
Yes. So walk with me over here. You see that island over there? That smaller island of the two islands?
Yeah.
Good.
Bigger than that. But not as big as the big island.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're
That'll probably be
looking
above the water then.
you're looking at about, well, it is gargantuan titan size. So you're looking at, this is the biggest thing you guys have ever fought.
I can make a wall that's 30 feet by 30 feet.
Might need to put that
That
above
neither
the
the
rock slide.
that neither the wall, neither the water nor the kraken will get through. I'm just not sure if that's going to be quite enough to fill that space. It depends upon how high some of the sides are, because I got to bleed into the side to cover the full 40.
Well, I can try to destroy part of it as well.
Because I can block up the whole center. I guess if I block up the center, if you can stop the water from the edges, or if somebody else can stop the water from getting back in the edges, I can at least keep the kraken from getting back out. Because it's not going to fit through a 10-foot gap between the wall and the shore.
Mm.
Well, either way, I'm willing to go fight it head on.
That's an increasingly stupid idea.
It's not just fighting it head on. It's to Zurazar's point of spending up a whole bunch of stuff trying to fight it, getting it hurt, and then it just dumps out beneath the water or runs out of the cove. And we spent all of that effort and it just got away, and now it's going to come back angry later.
Well, I mean, so are we.
And then it'll just repeat over and over.
Yeah, we need to make sure that we can trap it in the cove to be able to kill it.
If you can block the center of it, that's probably enough. I can cause water to flow out of the area, leaving it on more like dry land. And then, I don't know, we just hit it with stuff.
I like this part of the plan.
You are going to
mean-
have to find a way to get it in the cove, and I think there's only one of you that's zealot about being bait.
Me.
I don't know about that.
I stand corrected. Apparently there's two people with death wishes.
If it makes you
We
feel
like
better,
fishing.
I volunteer for Sinclair to be the bait.
I can give
You
Sinclair
bitch.
I can give Sinclair flight, and then Sinclair could be the flying bait if Sinclair desperately wants to be the bait.
I have no idea how quick this creature is, by the way. I'm sorry, I can't tell you that.
Only one way to find out. Let Sinclair get close to it and see if it catches him.
Oh, it'll be
I
a
vote
good-
we throw rocks at it first. I don't have a reasoning for that. I just want to throw rocks at it.
Why would you want to throw Tweety at it?
No, with a K.
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah, like I've got one survival method that I can engage while fighting it. Like I said, I don't know what its sensory functions are, so I don't
This-
think my other method will work against it.
This
But the
isn't
other
the
one
thing.
will.
This isn't the thing where you turn yourself into a big block of ice, is it? Because I don't think that's gonna
Oh
work.
God, no!
Plummeting into a boiling lake.
Blah, 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 blah. would be an entertaining way to go, though.
Yeah. No, it's the one that may or may not phase me in and out through the ethereal.
Thank
What
you.
if it just loses?
But it doesn't last very long. That's the only issue.
Yes, it'll more than likely lose interest in you very quickly.
Yeah, you need to be active and pissing it off so it follows you. So
Like,
you
if
need to
I'm
That'll be
above,
easy.
if I'm above the water, I think my shadow would work.
Well,
And I just keep pissing it off with corrupting its mind. Do you think a Kraken has a mind?
I'm sure the bug Kraken has a mind. Whether it's something you can corrupt or not may be a different story. But just, plank it with arrows or something while you fly just out of reach and hope you judge that correctly.
You seem far too amused by this plan, Arkin. I worry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I've got Chill Touch I can throw at it. It's my farthest spell that I can reuse over and over again.
You know what? I'm gonna write a note on one of the rocks calling it a bitch.
Can't you turn your weapon into a bow at thought, Sinclair?
No.
So Etsy leans closer to you, Zurazar. Now you see why I was trying to use that to antagonize. It usually works.
I thought you turned your weapon into other weapons before. Am I misremembering that?
No, that was actually I used to have an invocation.
Zurazar will lean over to Etsy and is going to say, I give it my ideas. And I thought they were decent ideas, but now they just seem to go around in circles. At this point, I'm just watching for fun of it.
I can turn it into most things that I can use with my hands as a weapon, like a shovel.
You can
A
have my
frying
extra
pan.
bow.
But if it lives in a fire lake, you would think it's immune to fire.
Maybe.
It's not a fire lake. It's just hot water.
Yeah, it's not.
But it might
it's not
be
like
immune.
lava.
It still might be
It's
immune
basically giant soup.
to water.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
That's why I was thinking corroding its actual flesh with my necromantic arts.
Roscoe, you have to give me a wisdom saving throw to not try the forbidden soup.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying the soup.
Braska leaves and a minute goes by before you hear him scream, ow, fuck, and then come back in.
What'd you eat?
Soup.
From?
Soup lake.
There's soup at the soup lake?
No, dumbass.
Not good.
It's just hot water.
Oh,
there's
so
all
we can
kinds
make
of
tea.
Plants and animals and stuff in it. That's basically soup.
He's not wrong there.
And just so you have a gauge of how hot it is, Braska, that is 15 points of fire damage.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Yeah.
To be fair, I drank that.
Yes. No saving throw because you just drank it.
Why don't we take a look at the little bay that Etsy's telling us about and just see what we think?
Sure.
Then we'll
We can travel over there.
In the morning?
Or now. I'm not
Oh,
doing anything.
let's do it now. And then maybe we'll stay there tonight and you can meet us there in the morning.
Or you can stay in the luxury of Casa de Argin.
What's
She-
that?
It's a luxury suite that feeds that one.
It's access to a demi-plane that I can shape into different configurations of a home.
She looks over at you, Capriccio. What?
It's a portable house.
Why didn't you
Magic
just say
door.
so?
I thought I did.
He's a wizard. They like to do that.
I can make you your own room with a door and a lock, if it will help.
And it has a lot of booze.
All right, I'm setting up the map for you guys. 125 by 125.
But yeah, before we fight this, I would like to get at least a short rest.
I have to have a long rest because I don't have the spell prepared I need to make to block off the water.
Right.
We're
got-
absolutely taking a long rest before we go fight.
Yeah,
that
sure.
Yeah. Plus, I will have burned most of my most powerful spells.
I burned my tongue.
Yes, you did.
All right, the map's almost done. All right, guys, this might take a moment to load in because this is a monstrously large map. Drag your tokens onto it, just so you can have a scope of how big this is.
Oh,
Yep.
it's this map.
What the?
I've been
Oh
here
my God.
before.
That
Yeah,
is
do you-
huge.
You still want to fight him in the middle of the lake?
Yes.
And if you
That's-
need scaling of size, actually, I might have a smaller map than this.
I mean, as large as the cove is, this being the cove, I'm assuming,
Yeah.
it's definitely, at least it's more restrained than trying to fight it out in the open lake.
Yeah.
So
This-
for
this is-
size scaling, this is what you're looking at.
I don't.
I don't
I-
see anything different.
What are we supposed to be?
Oh, I put it on the GM layer. I apologize. Bam.
Yeah, we're definitely. This just I feel like this is
No.
reinforcing my point. We don't fight this in the middle of the lake.
Yeah, we need to bring it into the cove. There's no way we could fight this in the lake.
Like
Because
you
you're
can
right. It'll
you can
dock.
definitely, yeah, you can definitely go in the middle of the lake if you want. If you really want to make a new character.
All right, we're
Yeah,
gonna make
it's-
this map considerably smaller, guys. Let me.
Because you're
Well,
right.
change
Because
the
if it starts going too bad for it, all it's going to do is grab one person and take it with them as a snack, and
Yeah.
we're never going to get into the lake to get them back.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'll try to lead it into the cove.
We don't know how big the tentacles are, though. You could be as fast as you want. It could just yeet a fucking tentacle out, just drag you in.
So, Capriccio, do you know of anything that Krakens are like a noise that greatly pisses them off, or anything we could do as a kind of a lure to get it in here?
This will be the size of the cove, guys.
Is there a Kraken equivalent to the word bitch? I guess is what Bronska's asking.
Ooh, actually, what did you roll before? You rolled a 21.
For what? For the nature? Yeah, 21.
So, one thing about many Krakens, if they come from the Age of Arcanum, they were created, or they just happen to be creatures that actively wanted to fight against the Celestials. So if it's still alive, that means it failed. So,
Oh, it's not gonna like me at all.
yeah.
So it
I'm
hates.
part celestial.
So it's not just a bitch; it's a failure of a bitch.
Oh,
Well, I've seen in dreams that some of the it's alive, which means that it was around back then, which means it's like celestial things.
so Fordrum, how big of an aura does your celestial that you pop out spread? Can we put that in the middle of the lake and see if it attracts it, or the middle of the
I've got one better.
cove?
Sure.
You've
We
got
can
one
try.
better than his actual summoned celestial.
I am a celestial, and I can use thaumaturgy to speak celestial in its water.
You
All
know,
I need is water breathing.
I'm just going to be honest with you. It sounds like you want to die.
I every single time you're talking about this Kraken and wanting to do something, it just seems like. Do you have a will that you want me to hold on to while you do this?
No. The only will I have is my body be buried next to my dead wife,
Oh, good to know.
and to
That is-
make sure that y'all don't die.
Well, that's great to know. The problem is, first of all, we won't be able to do that if your body is with the Kraken.
The point of Boardroom Celestial would be that if it comes up and eats Boardroom Celestial, Boardroom Celestial just goes back to its home plane.
Cat.
Yeah.
Everybody, there's the appearance of a cat.
My cat was just up here.
Oh, I didn't see
I'm
that.
just saying. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. You know, I could also speak celestial in the water with thaumaturgy, and we have the other bait celestial. So now there's two celestials in its water.
I
I
feel
don't
like
think.
Go ahead,
yeah, we
Zurazar.
heard.
Go ahead, Zurazar. He was
I
speaking
feel like
first.
we're now overcomplicating this.
Mm-hmm.
We need to lure the Kraken into the cove. If we're going to do that, we're going to need live bait. Now, I know it's a bad idea, but it's the only idea we have that's going to lure this thing over there. It needs to be far enough away for the tentacles to not grab that person or thing and drag it under the water.
So I guess that leads to Sinclair just outside the cove, screaming thermatology into the water until it gets close and then running before it gets too close to it.
No offense, Sinclair, but from what I've seen, it's not gonna take an interest in you. I don't know what relationship you have to anything celestial, but it's not.
I'm
not
half
gonna be
celestial,
it's not gonna be interested in you.
and
May I
I'm probably the most annoying person here.
May I
Appreciate
bring
it.
It was
Fine.
You a
formed to
bitch.
kill gods, not kill celestials.
Yeah, this is a god in its own right, but also a god killer. It's not.
May I bring up the Moorbounder again?
I am not sacrificing my child.
You literally
don't need-
just found it.
It's not.
It's also
we
bitten
don't-
you like 5 times.
We don't need to put the baby in danger. Just let Fordrum summon the celestial. It'll be attracted by it.
What if we have the celestial call it a bitch?
Well,
Definitely.
Sinclair can call it a bitch in Celestial with thermatology.
That's
It'll
true.
think he can like stand behind the Celestial, like project his voice through the Celestial.
Can your
Oh, you do
celestial not
ventriloquism?
speak?
What'd you say, Capriccio?
Can your celestial not speak?
No,
Fordrum?
it does not.
Oh. Okay.
It's just a guardian. It stands there. It looks imposing, and if you come near it, it hurts you.
So if
And
I'm
I
So it can't.
understanding this, Sinclair is going to lure it with his voice, and you're going to summon a celestial to entice it to attack, and then you're going to close it in and fuck it up.
Correct.
That seems to be where we're at.
Then when it's dead, we're gonna put it in a diamond.
How are we
Oh.
going to put?
You
how are
guys,
we going to put it? Okay, sorry.
you guys know how to do the augments.
The what?
Yes.
The augments. When,
Yeah.
when you're doing that, can you show me? I've been wanting to learn.
Sure.
I heard it's a Westerner thing.
In fact, yes. We
You're
need
helping close the hole. I don't
Uh,
see why not.
we need the essence of some creature, not this big, but something. And if we get it, we have some gems that we need to augment, and we'll do that with you and show you. I'd be glad to.
Perfect.
Do you think the Leviathan class Kraken would be more worth using the big diamond on, Argon?
You mean the big diamond? I mean, what's the point of putting it in there? You can't augment anything with that.
Sure you
That
can.
diamond should get ground down into dust for all the damn spells we keep having to throw.
Even Braska had problems carrying that. What are you going to do with it?
I will say it is currently in use, however. It is a very nice disco ball on my ship.
But it could be a magic disco ball.
True,
Also,
right?
how would we fit that into something? Yeah.
Well, you just put it in a ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You want to know how big this diamond is?
Remember when I said disco ball?
I don't know what disco is. It sounds horrible.
Okay,
It's-
so you see how wide Fordham is?
Yeah,
That.
that's pretty big.
And it's heavier than that one can carry alone.
Well, no, okay, come on, don't exaggerate.
I had to help you,
You-
Braska.
You were straining.
That was
What do you-
because we had to fly.
You
No,
could hold it, Brosco. You could not carry it.
I don't know what. Don't listen to him, Etsy. Brosco was able to carry that heavy thing all on his own, and he showed his own strength in the process.
Thank you. That was very not bitch of you to say.
You just had to get,
Uh,
the geriatric out of his chair.
See, that barely even counts if it were true.
I just want to point this out, Brosco. I've always been on your side, so I don't know why you're throwing these accusations at me.
I said not bitch. I said it was not bitch.
Fair enough. Look, we have a general idea of how to get the Kraken in the cove. That's good.
Yeah.
Now, how do we make it stay in the cove?
I'm gonna collapse
we're-
the one side.
Yep.
And I'm going to
Collapsing-
force the water out so it doesn't have a lot of water to swim around in.
And then Argon's going to put a big giant wall of, no, you can't come through here.
Can't
And-
leave here, not through. Yeah.
You said you have an immovable rod. One of you does.
I can create an immovable rod.
Here's an idea. We want to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And more than likely, Braska, it's going to swing tentacles or try to bite you. What if, when one of the tentacles slams down on you, you have a chance to stab the rod into the tentacle and then activate it?
I could technically make a couple of the rods.
We could find a way to pin the actual Kraken down in the cove, or if the unfortunate circumstance to one of you gets swallowed or one of us gets swallowed,
Here's
we can activate it inside of it.
building on this idea. If you want, I can actually animate the rods to attack without anybody needing to wield them.
That would be, but can you activate them?
No?
No, I mean, if I shouted the activation word and if I was flying around above it or something, maybe.
Do you have to press a button, or is it a voice activation thing?
By the way, this is the entry down here, guys, that we've been discussing.
Yeah, the bottom one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what was your question, Zurazar?
How is
Is-
the rod activated?
Yes, is it voice activation, or is there a button you press?
I can set up, so I could designate someone that can move it normally, and I can set a password spoken within 5 feet that suppresses it for 1 minute. But there is no password to turn it on.
So you would need to press it.
Yeah, you basically have to will it. It's not really a button. But
So as long as you can will it, you can turn it on wherever and whenever you want.
yeah, I can choose who has the capability of turning it on and off.
That is useful. If we can even, like I said, if we can pin down some of the tentacles, or even somehow fit it inside of its body, whenever if it tries to flee, it's going to hurt itself. And if it tries to move its tentacles, well, these things don't move. So more than likely, if we're lucky, it'll start
Rip a
ripping its
tentacle?
it'll rip its tentacles off.
And really, no matter where it hits, if it makes itself immobile, it's immobile.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Good idea. So
And now,
let's
If I want to make the really powerful ones, it will take a big chunk of what magic I could do for that day, because I can only create this object long enough for it to last for an hour. These are not permanent items.
But we don't need them for everything. We just need them for the time to
Do you-
close Kraken.
Do you need to maintain anything on them?
No, I don't
How
have to
long
maintain
does-
anything.
How long
I just want to make sure that the only reason I say that is so we're aware that I can't do this like the day ahead of time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it will
Right.
burn through most of my power to create multiples of these, which is
How-
fine if that's what we want to do.
How long does it take to make one?
It takes me 6 seconds to make one and it lasts an hour.
Okay. So
I'm-
while
okay,
you're
sorry.
doing that, I could be lowering the water. And by the time the water is lowered, you might be able to have 1 or 2 of these or 3 of these made. Then I can turn around, animate them, send the ones that are possessed by you out to start attacking, activate one if it hits, and then keep activating them as they hit. Meanwhile, Braska, Sinclair, and anyone else can throw whatever else they want at it. Once the water
Act
is
as
done
fodder.
moving, once the water's done moving, the spikes are in it, then you can cast whatever there is. But we need to make sure that you're arguably, literally, sort of safe somewhere up on a hill.
You might also want to put in your little globules, like fly or something that you can give like Zurzar or Braska.
How deep's the water in the cove?
30 feet
30
at the
feet.
deepest right now, but I think Fordrum's going to be draining it,
Right.
even though it's bigger than the deepest portion of the cove.
So it will more than likely be spilling out of the actual.
Oh, the whole time, yeah.
Yeah.
That more than likely will be good for the rods then, because it'll be more than likely panicking, and that'll give us time to actually do something. However,
This thing
again,
lying flat is 50 feet tall.
again, this
and-
this is entirely up to you. By the way, I'm simply giving my thought process on this, but I realize that would take some energy out of you. Do what you think is best.
And Zurzar, if you want to attune to the bow Braska has, that gives you a really powerful range option.
What bow?
He's got a dragon bow.
It's not a dragon though.
It's made from a dragon. It's not specifically designated to hurt dragons. It's called a dragon bow because we made it out of the bones of a dragon.
What does it do?
Burns things.
It burns things.
It's like those crossbows the Empire was using.
Do
but
we know
better
this?
because you don't need ammo.
Do we know if this thing will burning even affect it?
We won't know until we try. At least the ammo will be free.
I do have these, and it'll flick his wrists, and 2 daggers like pop into his hand. I can just
Oh, that's
have,
right. You got that from the last horde.
I have an infinite amount of these, and I can just throw them. I can throw 2 at a time, actually.
Yeah, but how close do you have to be to throw those?
Dagger. Well, these are just daggers. So hold on, let me check.
I think they're 2060.
Yeah, I was trying to give you a much larger range so you don't have to risk your life in them.
I mean, I'm going to be risking my life in limb anyway by doing this.
That is what a
Let me
dragon
see it.
wing bow does.
So it does the normal damage of a bow and then extra 1d6 fire.
Is it a longbow or a short bow?
Longbow.
Longbow.
And it doesn't require ammo because it produces it.
I guess the only thing I worry about is that, well,
And if Capriccio could give us water breathing at the beginning of the ordeal, then we should be good in case we do get drug under the water until the water goes away.
Does anybody have water breathing?
nope.
Right. Who has a ring of water walking?
I do.
I do.
Me too. Zurazar to you. Capriccio to you.
I
No.
didn't even know you had those.
Okay,
It-
well,
it's been a
since I
long
can
time since we've
fly
had to use them.
here, Zurazar, take my ring of water walking.
Okay, you'll take it, slide it on his middle finger.
That way, if you're on the water, you at least can. If you can escape him, then potentially you can get away. I can fly, Capriccio can fly, and everybody else can walk on water.
We
Well,
might be able
Argon's
to get
gonna
our
make me
hands on
fly.
more.
Argon's gonna hopefully allow me to fly.
I can conduct a ritual to give several of you the ability to breathe underwater as well.
That would be great.
Actually, I can do it on all of us. It would just be 10 minutes. The
Yeah,
ritual
so
would be 10 minutes.
while we're baiting the Leviathan in, you could be doing the ritual, or even before.
It,
How
Before.
long does it
Before.
last?
it's 24 hours.
Oh, yeah, first thing in the morning then.
Or tonight.
I'll go and take the bow. By the way, it's not a bad idea.
Or you do it tonight and you have the spell slot tomorrow.
True. Do it
Huh?
before we all go to bed.
Assuming he has it prepared.
I do not have it prepared. No.
You said you
And-
could do it as a ritual, though.
You need to have it prepared to do it as a ritual.
Oh, do you? Okay.
For your class,
Yeah.
yes. Wizards.
Wizards. He's not a wizard. Oh, I can be mindful. but
Wizards
yeah.
don't need it prepared to ritually cast.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we have a battle plan, right?
So it's going
Yeah.
to be Celestial in the water, me speaking 30 feet out towards the Celestial, booming away from the Celestial out towards the entry point of the cove in Celestial to lure it into the cove. Forge them at, I am so sorry, ma'am. I don't know your name.
Etsy.
Etsy.
Etsy. You and Argan are going to be closing the hull while Forgem starts removing the water. Beginning of the day, we're getting water breathing. And we go from there. If we can land a rod near the body, I would hope, not the tendrils, because a snap tendril isn't as good as a skewered body. But
I don't
we'll
know. I
take
think
what
a
we can
snap
get.
tendril's pretty good.
Now, hopefully we can at least trap it in here and whittle it down. Zurzar, you will need to attune to the bow in order to use it, though.
I'm going to. Don't you worry. I will unattune to my rapier for the time being. Now we use this.
And if all of you die, I promise to try to find any excrement of the creature so we can bury you where you need to be.
Perfect.
That's very kind of you.
I appreciate that, but I won't die.
Good.
I've got too much work to do.
Etsy, are you a druid?
Yeah.
I'm going to fly over towards Etsy and I'm going to whisper something in her ear and I will say, I have the wizard's toe.
Can't hear you.
I have the wizard's toe.
Sleight of hand check.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
I'm not gonna give it to
okay,
her.
okay. I thought you were trying to say okay.
no, like I'm trying to whisper that to her. I'm not trying to give her the toe, but I'm letting her know that I have a toe.
Do you want me to get somebody else's?
No, it's just in case.
I
Just
would
in
ask
case.
if I hear this, but I know what my perception is. Well, there's no way that I know that he's talking about my stupid toe.
Do you know how to use it?
I can't, but I know someone who can.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Tilly.
Regrow Argon as an ent.
That actually might not be that bad.
Oh, that'd be horrible. Imagine how slow he'd talk. Oof. Alrighty. So, you all seem to have a game plan here. You all have hopes and dreams as to how this is going to go. I think next week we can have you all actually fight the Kraken. As you can imagine, this is probably going to take the majority of the session next week. So,
Yup.
players, thank you all
Yeah.
very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a fantastic time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.